Many names hath God given him, names of mystery, secret, and terrible. The Destroyer, for his arm breaketh and grindeth to pieces. Wherefore the fear and dread of him are upon all flesh. And the Avenger, for he is the anger of God. His breath shall burn up all the souls of the wicked. Anna Kingsford, clothed with the sun. In Iowa, families are evacuating from a small city. The news called it a green alert. That means all the residents have gotten the warning that they need to leave now. The evacuation point is out at the elementary school. The people are instructed to drop everything and run. One family doesn't have time to put on proper clothing. They don't even have time to lock the door. The family sprints out the front yard, and just as they reach the sidewalk, a demonic muscle car careens through the air and smashes into their car parked in the driveway before bursting into flames. All around the country, eyes are locked onto the news. For those just joining in, a level 3 superhuman conflict is currently raging at the edge of Georgiaville, Iowa, between the Avengers and what eyewitnesses are saying is the Hulk. Despite some near misses, there have been no casualties as of yet. But obviously, that could change. Currently, Thor and the Hulk are going toe to toe. The Hulk hammers down with a punch and withholds all restraint. The strike hits Thor across the jaw and causes him to lose a tooth. By Odin, the god stutters as he stumbles backwards. But his father can't help him now. Not against this devil. Captain America jumps in, holding his shield up in defense. "Look," the Hulk roars. "It's Captain Hydra. When I rip off your head, will 2 more take its place?" Captain America tells the Jade Giant that the Hydra Captain America wasn't him. But the damage to his pride has already been done. He is shaken. Black Panther, realizing it's his time to step in, jumps on the Hulk's back. Then he releases stored energy point blank at the giant's skull. The Hulk roars out in pain. Iron Man, from within the Hulkbuster, flashes a pair of repulsor blasts. He tells the team that if they aren't able to bring Hulk to his senses, he's got the big gun parked at 10,000 feet. While the Hulk is being blinded by a repulsor bombardment, Captain America turns around to help Thor to his feet. Thor struggles to look up. His eyes are bloodshot. His stance is now staggered. He tells Captain America that the Hulk is stronger than he was before. Vastly so. He sees the naked souls of men, smells the lies in their hearts, hidden even from themselves. To Captain America, all this sounds like the ramblings of a madman, lies don't have a smell. He believes that Thor may have just suffered from a concussion. "Are you sure?" Thor asks. "You live in the mortal world, Steve Rogers, of science and law, of what you can perceive. But I live in a world of legend and symbol, the world of the gods." The captain squints. "Thor, are you suggesting?" "I am suggesting, Captain, that in its rage, its pain, in the shadows of its Armageddon, your mortal world could have something very close to a god. Or a devil, perhaps." The Hulk can hear the two Avengers' conversation, and it makes him chuckle. "Devil Hulk," he sneers. "Works for me." The Hulk pulls back both of his arms and forces them together, resulting in a thunderous clap. The concussive force does critical amounts of damage to the Hulkbuster. The AI guiding Iron Man's suit attempts to force Tony out of the fight, but it's too late. The Hulk jumps on top of the Hulkbuster armor and rips its arms off. He follows up by hammering on the head of the armor. The force breaks the locking mechanism, making it impossible for the AI to eject Tony. Black Panther jumps on the armor in an attempt to pry the top off. He calls out to the Hulk for help. "Banner, enough! Stark will die unless we get him out of there. The man is your friend." "My friend." The Hulk picks up one of the Hulkbuster's arms off the ground and strikes Black Panther with it, sending him flying in the opposite direction. Inside what's left of the Hulkbuster's armor, with the AI now unresponsive, Tony activates the manual release. The ejectors on the head of the armor ignite, and it shoots up into the sky. Tony uses the thrusters on his boots to chase after the headpiece and steers towards the upper atmosphere before making the call to the others. He doesn't think they're going to win this one, not without cost. He's unlocking the big guns. He's prepping Code Helios. Captain Marvel objects, saying that they are in a civilian area. The people may already be evacuating, but it's more than that. There are homes, businesses. Captain America stands with Captain Marvel. Alpha Flight is doing a successful job evacuating the area using transport ships. They still have time to stop the Hulk before moving towards such drastic matters. Thor, still shaken, attempts to jump back into the fight, but Captain America won't allow it. They still have Jennifer Walters, and he didn't want it to come to this, but she's up. She-Hulk stomps down. She no longer has control over her Hulk. It is something more dangerous, deadlier than ever before. Each one of her punches hits with enough force to start an earthquake beneath their feet. She screams out that Bruce hurt her. He hurt their friends, hurt them all. So now, the Hulk catches She-Hulk's next punch before it can land. "Now you're mad," he says, finishing her statement. "And the madder you get, right?" Funny how that works. She-Hulk bellows out to silence her cousin before wildly throwing another punch. The Hulk catches this one too. He smiles back. See, I was everything Banner wanted to hide. Everything he pretended he wasn't. You were everything Walters wanted to show the world she was. Only now, that line between us is harder to see, ain't it? What do you think, Hulk? The remark causes She-Hulk to drop her guard. She stumbles backwards, stuttering that she's nothing like her cousin. The Hulk just chuckles. Gotcha, he tells her before punching her hard enough to send her flying clear across the city of Georgeville. Tony Stark watches it all from his satellite orbiting Earth. He got Jen. She's a mile away already. 2. She's going to land hard. He'll kill someone soon, Carol. I swear to God, that's how this ends. Are the civilians out of the blast range yet? Are we? Captain Marvel responds. No life signs in range aside from Banner. But Tony, this isn't. Then it's settled. Cross your fingers. This is a one-shot weapon. We can't use it twice. Tony, don't do this. Carol, we have no choice. Systems green. Firing the Helios laser. Tony shoots the laser, and in less than a second, it penetrates the atmosphere and strikes down on the Hulk standing in the center of Georgeville. The following explosion increases in diameter to the point where it consumes even the outskirts of the city. Carol watches it all from the Alpha Flight transport ship safely transporting the civilians. The innocents can't believe their eyes. Was that a nuke? But the Avengers, they wouldn't just destroy their livelihoods, would they? At Ground Zero, Captain America and Black Panther stand over the skeleton of Bruce Banner. A hologram of Iron Man joins them. Captain America tells the two what they did today, it's not right. He just hopes the Helios laser didn't hurt Bruce too much. Iron Man tells Cap that it almost definitely did. The Helios laser was laced with UV radiation. Effectively, it was a beam of hard sunlight. It was the one thing they had on hand that could hurt this new Devil Hulk persona. Don't call him that, Captain America says flatly. This wasn't the devil, Tony. This was our friend in need, and we killed him. Black Panther tells the captain that it was a temporary measure. Bruce Banner may be dead, but he suspects that without these UV drones currently hovering around them, sun lamps, for want of a better term, the Hulk would soon rise again, back from death, rested, refreshed, and most likely the Avengers would not survive a second fight. Ghost Rider and his vehicle are healed, but Thor's fractured skull will need further treatment. They also found Jennifer. She's alive and relatively uninjured, but she won't say what it was the Hulk said to her. Moreover, the Hulk almost killed Iron Man and Black Panther. He overloaded the vibranium in Black Panther's suit, and that's almost an impossibility. Without the Helios weapon, without this sacrifice, they'd be burying their own dead tonight. Captain America grunts. We've got another problem anyway. We beat him. We've got him. Now, what do we do with him? Hours later, the Hulk wakes up, upside down. And, for some reason, he can't breathe. Standing in front of him, a weaselly man. He doesn't introduce himself. And, apparently, he's been monologuing.
In the end, what could they do?
He asks the Hulk.
There were protocols to follow. Even the Avengers can't fight City Hall. So, Rogers handed you to Secretary Ross, and Ross, having delegated command of Hulk operations, passed you straight to us. And we made you nice and comfy in time for the next sunset. Honestly, I didn't think it'd be this easy. I thought we'd have to use up an asset or two, put our agents in play, work up a sweat. But just a little pressure applied to the right people, and, well, here you are, right where we want you. Welcome to Shadow Base, Banner. And I want you to think of what's coming as a little poetic vengeance. See? You've caused a lot of people a lot of pain over the years. And now, it's our turn.